Hello ladies and gents, it's Armerus here, and today I am again recording a HoN guide, and this time it's going to be for Amun-Ra. So you'll see that I am using Phoenix-Ra rather than Amun-Ra because I did pay for it, because I do enjoy playing Amun-Ra, and come on, Phoenixes are awesome. His ults are Phoenix-Ra, which is awesome, and that's the one I'm using in this video, and King-Ra, which is not quite so awesome, but still pretty awesome. So Amun-Ra is a DPS tank. He does not use mana for his spells, he uses health and he's support. Particularly useful skills required for playing Amun-Ra would be experience on him, which you'll learn over time, fake casting, which is just pressing S after casting a spell, and recklessness, but I'll talk about all of them more in the video. So Amun-Ra's first ability is called Path of Destruction. Ra throws down a meteor from the sky, hitting an AoE stun in front of him at a set distance. It does 110, then 180, then 250, then 320 magic damage and will apply a 1 second stun. If it hits an enemy, it heals Ra for 5% for each enemy hit. It also heals Ra if he is hit by the meteor. It costs 15% of your maximum health, however you get most of this back via the heal. In the laning phase, particularly, this is your most important spell, but we will get back to that. So Amun-Ra's second ability is called Ignite. Amun-Ra ignites, exploding after 1.5 seconds and raining fiery pain upon Val's enemy. It does 80, then 120, then 160, then 200 magic damage and 6% of Ra's maximum health, and reduces movement speed by 12, 18, 24, then 32%. It also costs 10% to Ra. Amun-Ra's third ability is called Ashes to Ashes, firstly giving him 1, 2, 3 and then 4 health regeneration, and it also gives him 20, 30, 40, 50 attack speed and 20, 30, 40, 50 magic damage around him in an AoE. This works in charges, 1 charge per 10 pre-mitigation damage. So Amun-Ra's fourth ability is called Pyroclasmic Rebirth. It requires 50% mana to use, so don't get drained before. Upon death, Amun-Ra will rebirth with 50% health and 10, 20 or 30% extra damage for 10 seconds after rebirth. It also casts Ignite upon rebirth, exploding 1.5 seconds afterwards like the spell, and that only works if you have the spell. However, it does have a 300 second cooldown at low levels, so do not waste it. The idea of Amun-Ra is confusing to some people, including me, but it's still one of my favourite characters. Some people call him overpowered, being able to resurrect, but that's foolish. It's made up for in other respects, as every hero in the game is balanced, but I do not wish to dwell on this. Firstly, Amun-Ra has incredible regen, and so you should not worry about using your spells at low level or high level. Path of Destruction is probably one of the best, if not the best, harassment spell in the game if used properly and experienced, in my opinion. IMO. If Amun-Ra was ranged, it would be truly horrific to view. A well-placed meteor, POD, can stun an enemy early on and will do more damage to them than you, because if you hit them, you get the extra 5% healing. You should also have a few runes of the Blight Spare, just in case you don't hit them. However, be a little reckless with your meteors and throw it in there a few times, turning around so you don't follow the path. What you can do with this meteor is fake cast by pressing S just after starting POD, so the shout/screech is heard from Amun-Ra. A small fire will appear in front of you, but you do not actually cast the spell. This can be done on many heroes and is especially useful with those who make sound animations such as Pandemonium with his Pandemonium and Cannonball or whatever it is, and I would also suggest trying them out. With a well-placed meteor, you can reduce an enemy, whether it's 1, 2 or 5 of them, to half health within no time, especially if you spec into it every time you can. During the laning phase, there is really no point in getting Ignite, because you're not going to be running in to use it, and it will just be a waste. It is better to switch between Ashes to Ashes and Path of Destruction all the way up to 6, where you get your ultimate. After that, you'll be able to be a bit more reckless, run in, be hit with your meteor to gain health, and Ignite at the same time. Amun-Ra is very successful at escaping a fight. The abilities you use can both break trees, and if you're next to a wall, you can hop over it using POD. When you have your ultimate up, you can be a lot more reckless, running into packs of enemies, using your AoE to do lots of damage, possibly die, while the rest of your team kills them, and you resurrect, sometimes taking a killing blow with your ignite. However, use your ultimate sparingly, it is on a long cooldown, and if you waste it, you're nowhere near as effective as you would be if you did have it. Amun-Ra is not as skillful as a fair few heroes in HoN, however is good fun and can be incredibly useful if played right. Due to the fact that, unlike a lot of spells in HoN, POD has not been given guidelines to follow and is not the easiest of skill shots, I would say that it requires some experience to master Ra. However, when you do get that experience and playing in a well-formed team, he can be incredibly effective. Ra's third ability, Ashes to Ashes, relies on him taking damage to activate it. Therefore, if he casts a spell, thereby using some of his health, he can activate it automatically, casting an AoE around him that does damage. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope it was useful. If you did, please like, and if you want to see more, please do subscribe because I will have more guides coming out in the future. I also have playthroughs on my channel, and many other games. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye!